What's going on, guys? I'm Tommy, and I'm coming at you with another review. Today I'm reviewing something very different from what I usually review. This is a roleplay item. What you see in front of you here is the Galaxy's Edge Legacy Sabers Gungi Lightsaber Hilt. Gungi is a Wookiee Jedi Padawan from the Clone Wars, where he was first introduced and later was seen in the Bad Batch. Gungi is a very special character to me. He holds a very special place in my heart. If you want to hear the full story as to why, check out episode 17 of the Blitzcast, my podcast that I do with my fiance Jen, where I essentially explain the entire reasoning as to why this character is so special to me. So as far as presentation goes, you know, Galaxy's Edge Legacy Sabers, they come in this style of packaging, this kind of octagonal box that has a little emblem in the front that kind of represents that specific character that the lightsaber would belong to. So of course for Gungi, you can see his lightsaber in the middle here, some very nice Wookiee designs here, some very Kashyyykian designs, if you will. So essentially what this is a case for your lightsaber hilt. So you press the emblem, it's actually a button here, and it pops open the lid. The lid opens about 90 degrees. You got some foam in there. There was some other foam on either side of the hilt that I did remove. Those were really just spacers. You have this nice, this feels like kind of like cardstock or very thick cardboard on the outside here, hidden underneath all this black fabric here, and then you'll see some of that foam spacing going on the lid as well. The hilt is inside of the case here, and this is how most of your Galaxy's Edge Legacy Sabers will be contained. It's a great uniform way to have your lightsaber stored if you don't have a lot of space, and the emblems on the front help you to know which saber is which when you have them all stacked up somewhere. So now what we will do is we'll just lift up our lightsaber hilt, and there it is right here. These are really cool, actually. So this is 1-to-1 scale for what you would have in the real Star Wars universe. First thing I will say, the hilt is not actual wood. I'm actually happy about that because obviously, you know, wood is much more susceptible to denting and scratching and getting marked up than plastic is. This is just a wood grain printing that's done on the hilt here to give it that wood effect. However, all of the metal parts almost feel like die cast. They're very cold to the touch, and you'll see they've got some really nice sculpted pitting there, as well as all different details here. Gungi's saber is so neat. I love the angles, the curves on this look great. You got the nice wood at the pommel there, and you can see the metal of the lightsaber is hidden underneath, just like in the show. When he constructs this, we get to watch him do it in the Clone Wars show. It is really cool to see how this piece of wood, and the wood on this is the Rocher wood from the Rocher trees on Kashyyyk. It is super, super cool. Those details, I love details like that, and the Clone Wars always brought us great details. I think this looks great in comparison to what we see in the animated show, and again, I just want to put a highlight on all these designs up towards the top here by the emitter. Everything looks great, and again, cold to the touch, definitely feels like die cast. It feels sturdy, it's got some weight to it. You can also see the little ring here, so you can clip it to a belt if you wanted to. It has these little clear stickers. These are all removable, so I'm gonna remove those now. So in total, there were 4 stickers strewn about this lightsaber hilt, and they were all very easy to remove. I didn't have a difficult time getting rid of any of these. There was no residue left, so I have to applaud the Legacy Sabers line for doing that. I hope that all the other lightsabers are just as easy to get the stickers off of. Now, a couple features here. You do have your button here. When you click it, obviously nothing happens because there is not a blade in the lightsaber. The blade comes separately, and I'll talk about that in a little bit here. However, this thing is battery powered. You'll see down here that you do have a little area where you can open that up. They do say to use a screwdriver, but I actually was able to just kind of 2-finger tight this. Before the review, I did include the batteries already, but I'll kind of just show you how it works. All you do is unscrew it. Like I said, it's easy to do with just your fingers. And then you have this little piece here There is a screw inside here. You'll use probably a number 1 size Phillips head screwdriver on this screw here. Everything separates, and then you put your batteries inside. This thing, as you can see, does take 3 AAA batteries, and again, something that I wasn't expecting, having collected so many toys that do not include batteries. This does include all 3 of the batteries. They already come preloaded into the saber, so if you're someone who doesn't like to have your products with batteries in them, just know that this does come with the batteries in it. So keep that in mind if you are someone who doesn't want, you know, the batteries to corrode it. It is fixed a certain way. You'll see there is kind of this triangular slot here, so that there is a way to make sure that it's pushed in properly. And then you literally just twist on the bottom, and it's as simple as that. Once you get that bottom twisted on, the lightsaber is ready to go. And again, I usually just kind of go like as far as my grip strength will get me on this close, just in case you wanted to open it again later on. But yeah, this is nice. It doesn't draw too much attention to the saber. It's black, it's at the bottom. It doesn't draw too much attention. I think it's done very well. And again, it's got good weight to it. Good center of gravity, feels good in the hand. On the bottom, you do have here the Gungi Legacy Saber hilt in a couple different languages. I did just want to show this off real quick, as well as instructions on the bottom that have to do with, you know, separating everything, getting your batteries out. Everything's very easy to manage. It's very user-friendly. All right, a little bit of camera angle change here, which is not typical for my reviews. I do just want to show off the Saber blade, which I did get separately. This is the 31-inch blade option. There are 3 sizes. There's a 36-inch blade that is considered like a full blade, more for like competitive saber dueling, I guess. There is also a smaller length blade for like Shoto blades and things like that. I did pick the 31-inch blade just because while Gungi is a Wookiee, which are usually larger characters, I felt like his lightsaber would be just the regular size because he's still a Padawan, he's still a smaller character. And when I put this on the hilt before recording this review, I think it worked really well. I think it's actually a pretty good idea that they sell the blades separately. Reason being for that is because if you are someone who collects this line, I feel like it would get tedious to keep getting blades with every single hilt that you get, and then just having a stack of lightsaber blades. Also giving you the option to pick the length you want. It makes a lot of sense to me to buy it separately. I bought this on DisneyStore.com. It was shipped within a week, and it was very easy to get my hands on one. So, like I said in the beginning of the review, this hilt will not turn on by itself when it's just no blade in it. I'm spamming the button here, the batteries are in it, nothing's happening. So what you do is you just pop out the top of the emitter. It literally just pops right out, no friction involved. And I set that off to the side. Now what you're gonna do is, this is like spring based, so you're gonna push the, I guess I should show this first. There are 2 metal pieces on the side here. One is thinner, one is wider. You're gonna see that same thing on your lightsaber hilt. The one towards the back is wider, the one towards the front is thinner. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna match those up here. Once you have those matched up, you're gonna push down. You'll hear that sound when it inserts, and when it exits, you'll hear a sound. And that's how you know that it's in or out, which is a good audio cue for people. What you're gonna do is you're gonna push this down, turn it clockwise. Then it's locked into place, and now we'll be able to turn on our lightsaber here. So it looks like there are 4 sections of lighting that kind of go at a time here. It's very, very cool. And it is motion censored. It also obviously in a darker setting is gonna look cool too. It gives off a really good glow effect. I think that the light moves very consistently through the blade. This thing looks awesome, and I'm so happy that I have a blade for it as well. Just really adds to the displayability of it. And so that's gonna be it for the Galaxy's Edge Legacy Sabers Gungi lightsaber hilt. This thing is super cool, and again, I have a very personal connection to the character of Gungi, and I think that this was great that Disney's going out of their way and making such unique and more obscure character lightsaber designs. And I think for people that collect this kind of a thing, it's super cool to get specifically Gungi's because of how unique his lightsaber is and how much it means to Wookiee culture and things like that. There's a lot of cultural references in the design of this. I absolutely love it. Thank you to my father for getting me this as a Christmas gift. This was really, really cool, and I'm very happy that I have it as an addition to my collection. Definitely recommend getting this if you want a more obscure lightsaber design from this line. And with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did and you're not yet subscribed, subscribe to Blitz Transmissions. I've got awesome Star Wars content coming out all the time. Make sure to check out my social media, all of which is linked in the description below. If you'd like to see some of my reviews early, Definitely check out my Rancor Battalion channel membership. That link is in the description below as well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll catch you for the next one, and may the Force be with you.